Greetings and welcome to a special mini episode of Medieval Engineers Minion Village. We're not going to do any building today because I don't really have time, unfortunately. But I wanted to get a video out today, so this is what we're going to do. As you can see over there is the temple, which we haven't done anything new to since last time. However, lots of people had some really good suggestions. Which mostly I agree with, and I'd like it to be just a bit more fantasy-esque myself as well. So we will be doing some more work on that, but not today. That will happen at some other point. There is, of course, the well as well with the wizard's hat roof on top, which a few people commented on, which, it's there. It's doing its business. However, we are in a new little area here because I mentioned before that I wanted to do, to sort of flesh the village out a little bit with some small houses just for the minions. And if we jump into first person here, we'll have a little look. This is it. This is rather the first step in a little kind of like a housing street. Now, I'm not going to do a video on building these because they are incredibly simple houses. They're literally just peaked roofs going more or less to the ground, which was actually an idea that I got from the comments from Inane Data, who sort of posted a picture up, which I will link or I will show on screen if I have time to edit it in. Otherwise, you can always pick it up in the comments from the last video. And basically, he said, this is a nice sort of design for a house, a simple house. It's literally just a peaked roof, basically. Now, it's not possible to get quite that look in Medieval Engineers because the peaked roofs are these sort of 45-degree angle, and the ones in the picture are a much steeper pitch to them, whereas these ones, like I say, this is the best that you can do. But I quite like it. I mean, for sort of simple little ones, sometimes the things go wrong a little bit. And I've done them in two colours here. We've got, in fact, I think I've done them in all three colours, have I? No, I've just done thatch and red roof here, and I think and then I've sort of done the sort of the brown roof, the wood roof, which I'm still trying to decide which of these I like the most for these little houses, but it's just very, very simple. I wanted to create like a sort of fairly close street type of feel, so I've used just wood beams here to create a bit of fencing. I've scattered a bit of just random stuff around. Look, there's just bits of wood. This one's got like a little garden area. There's some other bits and pieces. Most of the interiors are completely empty at the moment. This is one of the larger types of houses, which is 4 across, with a pitch roof going all the way up by the side. And this is the smallest house, which is basically 3 across, which gives you the room to put a doorway in the middle, and then you've just got peaked roof going up, and the kind of the cap at the top. This one I've actually done a little bit of interior work as well, so we've got a few barrels, we've got little table and chairs. It's actually a surprising amount of room. Look, there's room for, you could easily have a double bed in the back here, or a couple of beds, 3 beds even. So there's plenty of room, because it's got a little window out the back there. It is a little bit drafty look. I mean, I think this one actually has messed up slightly. If we take a look around the side, yeah, look, there's actually a bit of roof missing here. You can come around and fix all these. It isn't all that difficult, but it's just the sort of thing that happens. Unfortunately, in Medieval Engineers, as you're building, here we have the larger design with like a little extra bit sticking out, which I quite like. Adds a bit of extra visual detail. My only concern with these types of buildings is they're very plain to look at from the outside. They're not too bad when you're looking at them head on. Like if we run out to the sort of the main road, this one, looks all right. That's quite interesting. But this one, it's just a side of roof. That's all you see. There's nothing really else there. So I'll have to sort of like see if I can work up more detail. But actually, as far as little streets go, I think it's fine. I think it's actually quite cool. I like it. I like it for these like little back streets and stuff. There's only so much you can make them wind because the buildings themselves have to all be on the grid. You can't. I mean, you could sort of try and build them off grid, but it would be very tricky, I suspect, to get it to work properly and not look just ridiculous. But there you go. So that's it. Like I say, it's just a quick little mini episode, not too long, just to show you what I've been working on here. I did record building this. If people really want to see it, then I can put it up. But like I say, they're very, very simple buildings, and most of it's just me copying and pasting them, and then moving them and copying them and pasting them and moving them until I got this sort of like, tight but not too tight kind of little street setup, and then building these, which again is mostly just copying and pasting. So So there you go. It's a brief episode. It's a stopgap. The reason it's a stopgap, I've talked about this a little bit, but I've had problems with my computer. But the good news is a new computer is on its way. So hopefully, fingers crossed, the bits will all have arrived tomorrow, Wednesday. I've got my Weird Wednesday episode all recorded and ready to go. So all being well, I can build my computer up, and then, well, it should be wonderful. From my point of view, massively improved, hopefully, ability to actually edit and play around with stuff without it taking absolutely ages to do so. And from your point of view, hopefully, improved graphics. Everything should be able to go up to maximum or near maximum. It's still going to be not quite 1080p, I'm afraid, but we will get around to that at some point. But yeah, there you go. Fantastic. Right, well, that is all. It's a quick episode, as I said, but hopefully an interesting one, and it should tide you over at least until the future has come. And with the future, hopefully, we will actually finally break the Shaman's Curse, which has been plaguing us all this time, so that if we go into nighttime, look, completely pitch black. Completely pitch black. Lighting just not working at all on this old computer. However, on the new computer, I am hopeful that it will work, and that at last I will be able to see the wonders and the joy that is the dynamic day-night cycle in Medieval Engineers with all the torches and stuff lighting things up as they should. Oh, it should be fantastic. And, no more of this slightly choppy frame rate as well would also be utterly awesome. Fantastic. Right, well, there you go. That is all. I have been Weird Wizard. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody, and I will see you later.